Good afternoon, my name is Arla Tamanova, and I want to thank everybody who joins us in Ukraine Media Center Ukrinform. It's July 17, and we know that today is the last day of effect of the grain deal that was entered into previously, and that we were and within framework of which we were acting. So let's talk to our speaker about the further destiny of this deal. Joining us online is Dmytro Solomchuk, member of the parliament and member of the Parliamentary Committee on Agrarian and Land Policy. Good afternoon, Mr. Dmytro. Good afternoon. So, Mr. Dmytro, what is the destiny of the grain deal? Is it about to be extended or not? What should we do about it? Well, the question is rather whether the export will be going on through our Black Sea, our Ukrainian Black Sea. I think it will continue because, first of all, Ukraine announced about the guarantee for insurance of the freight in amount of $20 million. The vessels are ready to enter our ports and get insured against this guarantee. We see that the shipments of the products in the Black Sea were also protected by China. They see our agrarian products as important, and the logistics from our port of Odessa is convenient for them too. So also, just in case we have extended capabilities of shipments through the Danube River, we achieved an indicator of 3 million tons that can be even grown up to 3.5 million tons. There are certain complications, but the logistics should continue working. Mr. Dmytro, do we understand it correctly that the shipments by the Black Sea will continue, but maybe in a different format? Well, we hope that the shipments will be going on within the framework of agreement that was signed with Turkey and United Nations. They will stand for Ukrainian positions as well as for the positions of their own. But just in case if anything goes wrong, we have funds allocated to ensure the vessels and the products to be loaded onto them. Food security. What should we do about it? Who can be our partner in this situation? Is Turkey going to continue to be our partner in this matter if we shall be forced to talk about the termination of the grain deal? Look, the way we're supposed to act is to harvest the crops. The agrarians are lacking the material, the vehicles, the storage capacities are bombed. And another thing is, given the drought in Europe and the predicted harvest of wheat and other crops will be lower than projected, I think that everybody will get engaged in the process of procurement of our products, because otherwise they will have the prices growing in their shops 30 to 40% on food products. Dear colleagues, do we have questions on the floor? Good afternoon, Anastasia Kravchenko, Ukrinform. My first question is regarding the humanitarian programs under which Ukraine is obliged to supply the food to the poorer countries of the world. Are those programs going to continue operating should Russia withdraw from the agreement and the agreement will be operating in a different format? What will happen to those programs, and are they ineffective for the time being? The programs are still working. They should continue working, because if they stop working, many countries of Africa will experience significant problems. Currently in one of the agrarian companies destroyed by the occupiers in Kherson region. Yesterday there were many journalists from Kenya, South African Republic, Uganda and other countries of Africa, and they've told me about the situation that they've experienced last year before the corridor started operating through the Black Sea. They couldn't even buy 1 kilogram of flour, and other products such as bread and pasta were growing in price twice or thrice. So they were leaving their country for Ukraine a week ago, and they said that they have shortage of food in their countries, the prices are growing, and we came here to Ukraine to show in our countries why is it happening. We know that it's a result of the war, but we want the people in our countries to see it with their own eyes. We know that now through the Black Sea, the number of vessels that goes from the ports of the Black Sea is not above 3 or 4 vessels rather than up to 8 or 10 as it used to be before. So they will be standing our ground too, because it was reported to them by the farmers from Kherson region. Well, I have another question. We know that the grain corridor operates real bad within the last half a year. Less and less vessels are leaving the ports, less and less products are being exported. So if it operates properly, what is the amount of agricultural products Ukraine would be able to export? Well, if the corridor operates properly, the majority of the Ukrainian exports will go through the Black Sea, because the railway transportation inside the country will decrease. It's better to deliver the cargo from the center of Ukraine to the ports of the Black Sea. It's more convenient. The sea freight is twice or thrice cheaper than in previous seasons. So if the corridor continues operating, it will provide the most competitive price, and our agrarians will get another $30–40 in their account per ton of products. Do we have any more questions from the floor?
Sir, Lorenzo Cremonesi for the Italian daily Corriere della Sera from Milano. Sir,
Доброго дня, дуже приємно.
Good afternoon, my pleasure.
I have a question. Today Russia declared that the agreement is over, it's finished. After the attack on Kerch, they even say that it's not connected, but of course it is. But in any case, the question is, they say it's over. You are talking now that we hope that will resume, but realistically it doesn't look like, sir. So this is the first aspect of the question. The second one is that we know, and you declare many times, Ukraine has said many times in the last months, that in effect you developed alternative ways through Danube harbors, through Romania harbors, to Poland. So can you tell us at the moment, if the Black Sea agreement is over, how much can you export, comparing the fact that before you were moving through the Black Sea? How much today you can export of your products? Thank you.
Well, first of all, the government of Ukraine, even should the grain deal stop operating, Ukraine allocated 20 billion hryvnias for insurance of the vessels that are ready to get loaded in the ports of the Black Sea. There are private companies which are ready to do that. We have the best options for export now in Danube River. The amount of exports through Danube may reach 3 million tons. Through Poland, Romania or Slovakia, the volume of businesses is up to 300,000 tons per month. Plus, we have export available through the roadways of Romania. And in total, even in case the option of the Black Sea export will not work for us, we will be able to export 3.7–3.8 million tons per month. Well, it's a small number, and many countries of the world will under-receive the amount of products they need. There are more questions from the floor.
Yes. Sorry, sir. It's a very important what you're saying, and I try to listen carefully. I think this is a topic of the day. Again, you said that at the moment you developed a capacity alternative to the Black Sea, 3.7, 3.8 million ton product every month. How much comparing before? This is the first question. And secondly, if in case, and it looks like that will be the case, the Black Sea way is closed, how much can you increase this export? How much can you improve this way? Thank you.
Well, given the container shipments and shipments through the dry ports, shipments with the new railway carriages, shipments through the railways, and shipments with the small vessels through Danube, if we reach an agreement about the reloading in Romania from the small ships to the bigger vessels so they don't enter the port of Constanța, we could grow this number up to 4.5 million tons by the end of this year. It's still a small number because given the amount of harvests produced by our agrarians, we need a volume of about 6.5 million tons. It would be good to have European countries help us to unblock the shipments, the free transit through Poland and other countries, because now very small amounts are being led through those ways. Mr. Dmytro, thank you very much for this broadcast, for the information you provided. I'm reminding you, dear colleagues, joining us was Dmytro Solomchuk, Member of the Parliament and the Member of the Parliamentary Committee for Agrarian and Land Policy. Our next briefing is at 14:30. We will be talking about the admission campaign of 2023, and we will be talking about the preparation to the new curriculum year. Joining us online will be Andriy Vitrenko, First Deputy Minister of Education and Science of Ukraine. So stay tuned. We continue working together for our victory, and glory to Ukraine.